Imagine this. It's a beautiful summer morning in Langley, British Columbia, and I'm standing on the tarmac at Langley Regional Airport. If you enjoy watching this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, the heart of general aviation in Canada's Lower Mainland, buzzing with the hum of small planes and helicopters ready to take to the skies. Welcome to Travel Photo Pathways, where today we're diving into a 25-minute adventure flying from this vibrant airport, soaring over the Fraser Valley, Golden Ears Peaks, and the sparkling Fraser River. Langley Regional Airport, or YYL, is a gem just 45 minutes from Vancouver, nestled in the township of Langley, only 20 kilometers from the U.S. border. With two asphalt runways, 2,743 feet and 2,100 feet, and three helipads, it's one of Canada's busiest general aviation hubs, handling up to 100,000 takeoffs and landings annually, from flight training to private charters. The excitement builds. We're cleared for takeoff on runway 19, and I'm already picturing the flight. The engine roars a throaty hum, and we roll down the short runway, lifting off smoothly despite the nearby 216th Street, which clipped a Cessna in a 2023 incident. Don't worry, we're in expert hands today. As we climb to 3,000 feet, the Lower Mainland unfolds below like a patchwork quilt. Langley's green farmlands, the Fraser River's silvery curves, and the distant snow-capped peaks of Golden Ears Provincial Park. The airport's history stretches back to World War II, when it served as a Royal Canadian Air Force emergency strip leased by the township in 1945 and bought in 1967 for just $24,300, a steal for a place now home to 55 aviation businesses, from helicopter overhaul giants like Standard Aero to flight schools training the next generation of pilots. We bank gently over Fort Langley, where the Fraser River widens, and I spot the Fort Langley Airport's 5,500 10-foot runway, a private strip perfect for seaplanes landing on the river. Imagine framing that with a wide-angle lens at golden hour. The Cessna's cockpit is cozy, with analog gauges and a yoke that feels like steering a dream. Andy points out the radio frequencies: 119.00 for the tower, 121.90 for ground, as we join the circuit. A busy dance of 6 to 8 planes, mostly students practicing touch-and-goes. The short runways make Langley ideal for training. As one Reddit user put it, a pilot who trains here can handle anything. We cruise east toward Abbotsford, 14 miles away, where the larger YYX airport handles commercial flights. But Langley's charm is its grassroots vibe. Hobbyists, RCMP choppers, and even the Canadian Museum of Flight, where you can touch a rare Handley Page Hamden bomber. The museum's a must-visit, open daily from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., showcasing Langley's aviation legacy. As we turn north, the Golden Ears Peaks rise dramatically, their rugged slopes a perfect backdrop for drone footage, though I'm careful to follow FAA and Transport Canada rules near the border. The Fraser Valley below is a mosaic of orchards and vineyards, irrigated by the river that's been a lifeline since the Semiahmoo and Stolo peoples fished here centuries ago. We dip lower, around 1,500 feet, to follow the river's bends, spotting kayakers and bald eagles. A telephoto lens would nail that shot. The Kettle River, far to the east, inspired our last video, but here, the Fraser's wider, slower flow is mesmerizing. Andy shares a story. In the 1800s, gold prospectors panned these waters during the Fraser Gold Rush, and some of their trails still crisscross the valley. We swing west toward Pitt Meadows, where the Pitt River joins the Fraser, creating a stunning confluence for aerial photography. The landscape shifts to urban as Langley City's 28,000 residents come into view, with Highway 10 and Fraser Highway connecting to Vancouver's SkyTrain network. The airport's 120 acres buzz with activity, 33 helicopter businesses alone, making it Canada's rotary wing capital, as a Reddit thread noted. We pass over the township's new aviation exhibit at Langley City Hall, open until September 9, 2025, with models like the SE-5A and Curtiss Robin. As we loop back, the Nav Canada Tower guides us through the busy circuit. The sun's dipping low, casting golden hues over the Cascades, and I switch to a polarizing filter to deepen the sky's blue against the peaks. We descend, aligning with runway 01, mindful of noise abatement rules, a 30-degree turn on departure to respect nearby homes. The landing is buttery smooth, and as we taxi to the hangar, I'm already editing this footage in my head, sweeping drone shots, cockpit POVs, and close-ups of the river's sparkle. Before you go, have a safe drive to YYL and arrive early for the museum. Subscribe to Travel Photo Pathways for more sky-high adventures. Flying from Langley Regional Airport is a love letter to aviation and the Lower Mainland's beauty. From the Fraser River to the Golden Ears, this 30-minute flight was a photographer's dream. Share your small plane stories below, and let's keep exploring the skies together. Flying from Langley Regional Airport tips. Visit Langley Regional Airport, 20 kilometers from the U.S. border, for small plane flights and aviation history. Book with SkyQuest Aviation or Sierra Helicopters for scenic tours. Check drone rules near the border. Visit the Canadian Museum of Flight, open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Use a polarizing filter for aerial shots. Arrive early for golden hour. We've just landed back at Langley Regional Airport after an exhilarating flight over British Columbia's Lower Mainland, and the adventure isn't over yet. Welcome to Travel Photo Pathways, where today we're driving from the buzzing tarmac of YLY to the historic charm of Fort Langley, a mere 8 kilometers away, to explore the town and the mighty Fraser River. It's a warm morning, and I'm hopping into my trusty Chevy Trail Boss to head west on 96th Avenue toward Fort Langley, a journey that's as much about the destination as the drive itself. The road is smooth asphalt, winding through Langley's patchwork of green farmlands and modern subdivisions, with the distant Golden Ears peaks poking above the horizon like jagged sentinels. In just 10 minutes, we're crossing Glover Road, where the urban hum of Langley City fades into the quaint tree-lined streets of Fort Langley, known as the birthplace of British Columbia. The Fraser River, glinting under the sun, comes into view as we roll into town, its slow, silvery flow a constant companion to this historic village. Fort Langley, with its population of about 3,400, feels like stepping into a storybook. Think colorful storefronts, heritage buildings, and a riverside vibe that's perfect for your camera. We parked near the Fort Langley National Historic Site, a Hudson's Bay Company trading post established in 1827, pivotal in the fur trade and the 1858 Fraser Gold Rush that drew 25,000 prospectors to these shores. The fort, now a Parks Canada gem, offers guided tours from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. where costumed interpreters reenact 19th century life, blacksmithing, barrel making, and all. I grabbed my DSLR with a 24mm wide-angle lens to capture the fort's cedar palisades against the river's backdrop, a shot that screams history. Strolling down Mavis Avenue, we hit the heart of Fort Langley's community village, where boutique shops like Into Chocolate and the Fort Langley General Store beckon with local treats, perfect for a quick snack break. The Fraser River, just steps away, is the real star. Spanning 1,375 kilometers from the Rockies to the Pacific, it's Canada's longest river in BC, and here it's wide and calm, reflecting the cottonwoods lining its banks. I set up my tripod for a long exposure shot, aiming for that silky water effect as kayakers paddle by. The river's history is rich. The Stalo First Nation, whose name means river, fished salmon here for millennia, and their legacy lives in the nearby Kwantlen First Nations cultural events. We wandered to the Fort to Fort Trail, a 3-kilometer paved path along the river connecting the historic site to the original 1827 fort location at Bedford Channel. The trail's flat, family-friendly, and perfect for cyclists or walkers, with benches for pausing to photograph bald eagles soaring overhead. Use a telephoto lens for those close-ups. The riverbanks is lush with willows, and I spot a heron stalking fish, a moment begging for a slow-motion video clip. Fort Langley's charm extends to its dining scene. We stop at the Fort Pub and Grill on Glover Road, where the patio offers river views and craft brews. Try the salmon burger for a local twist. For history buffs, the Langley Centennial Museum, a short walk away, dives deeper into the area's past, with Stalo artifacts and gold rush exhibits, open Tuesday to Saturday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Fraser's role in the 1858 gold rush can't be overstated. Prospectors panned its gravel bars, and Fort Langley became a supply hub, declared BC's birthplace when the colony was formed here in 1858. As we explore, the river's cultural pulse shines through events like the Cranberry Festival in October, drawing 60,000 visitors for food stalls and riverfront markets. For photographers, golden hour is magic. Aim your lens west as the sun dips, casting a warm glow over the Fraser and the North Shore Mountains. We detour to Bray Eye Regional Park, a quick drive across the Jacob Haldy Bridge, where the Fraser's Bedford Channel offers serene views and picnic spots. The park's trails wind through wetlands, ideal for capturing wildlife like otters or beavers with a 70 to 200mm lens. Back in town, we visit the Fort Langley Community Hall, a heritage building hosting art markets, and I frame its white facade against the river's sparkle for a classic shot. As the day winds down, we linger at Marina Park, where the Fraser's gentle current laps against the shore. The park's open grassy areas are perfect for drone shots, but check Transport Canada's rules. Stay below 400 feet and avoid the nearby Fort Langley Air Park, a private seaplane strip. The Fraser's significance as a trade and fishing route for the Stolo and early settlers feels alive here, and I imagine gold panners working these banks 150 years ago. Before heading out, we grab coffee at Blacksmith Bakery, a local favorite with riverview seating. The drive back to Langley Regional Airport is a breeze, but I'm already planning As we get ready for the next journey, you would ask you to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leaving British Columbia, Canada, we'll be going to the Oregon coast. Maybe I can get a video of a beach walk. Not sure where, but I do like the Rockaway or Long Beach. Lots to do, great seafood. It is a good place to get your steps in and get your exercise. Make sure you bring a jacket. Even the summertime can be fogged in the morning, might be a light rain, but usually the afternoons can be marvelous. Let me know what you would like to see, and maybe I'll try to get that video. I live in southern Arizona. Thank you very much. Again, thank you for watching. Till next week.